Property owners in Gulf Shores will soon see the price of their flood insurance go down.
Officials say thanks to the city's work to improve flood regulations, homeowners are going to get a discount. We first showed off some of the city's efforts back in the summer, and now officials say those efforts have paid off.
Fox 10 News reporter Corey Pippen found out today how much it could save you.
Whether it's from the brutal force of a hurricane or a frequent strong thunderstorm, Gulf Shores can see its share of water. Preparing for the possibility of flooding is always your best bet. And Gulf Shores officials say residents can now have more peace of mind when paying that flood insurance bill. That's because they say it will be 10% cheaper.
We have approximately $5.5 million in coverage in the city, and as far as premiums go. So for the community as a whole, we're going to see a savings of about $550,000 across the board.
Public Works Director Mark Ackerman says the city allows residents to purchase flood insurance through the National Flood Insurance Program. The rates are based on a rating system determined by FEMA. Every 5 years, FEMA measures how a community is maintaining building records, enforcing flood ordinances, and informing the community. Ackerman says the more than $3 million the city has spent on drainage projects over the last few years, as well as efforts to enforce ordinances, has improved their rating.
The base rate a resident would pay is based on a score of 10. So when we were able to move to a 9, they got a 5% decrease. And now that we're going from a 9 to an 8, they're seeing another 5%. So it's all based on the value of the home, the location, the proximity to a flood zone, whether that zone is a velocity flood zone subject to a storm surge, or if it's an AE zone just subject to rising floodwaters.
While the city is constantly working to improve its drainage for homes in flood-prone areas, city officials say one of the biggest obstacles is the number of homes that go back decades, some more than 60 years old, that weren't built with FEMA flood regulations in mind.
Sometimes it's hard to tell a citizen you have to elevate your house, 10, 12, 13 feet above normal elevation because there's a cost associated to that. But then when we can say, here are the rewards of those efforts, these are tangible savings that you will see because of the city's combined efforts, and that's a great thing for the community.
Reporting from Gulf Shores, Corey Pippen, Fox 10 News.
And officials are hoping to improve their ordinances and apply for another